Sandy Berger once said, in international affairs, you never threaten things you are not prepared to do. Keep this in mind as we discuss today Sino-Russia relations in the wake of the Russian Prime Minister Lavrov visit to China. My name is Dr. David Oualaalou.
And my name is Dr. Ross Stewart.
And you are watching Geopolitics in Conflict.
What an eventful week to 10 days this has been. China, Russia, nuclear deal, partnerships, wow.
US-China talks in Alaska.
Oh, I didn't know what to call that one. Sergey Lavrov met with Chinese representatives in Guilin, China. This is a very significant event. For one thing, it's the first time since the pandemic that they've met in person. What do you make of this meeting?
Well, certainly, the Russian Foreign Minister Sergey Lavrov did indeed went to China upon an invitation for 2 days. What was interesting about the visit, because that visit, truly has a geopolitical hallmark to it. This is you talking about now the changes in the global order, with China and Russia almost taking the lead. But as you mentioned at the introduction, Ross, that came during an eventful week, taking into consideration the US-China talks that just concluded in Alaska, which was unproductive, one, the Iran-China Comprehensive Strategic Partnership Agreement, and now the visits by Lavrov to China, but also with the IAEA regarding the Iran nuclear deal. They're trying to revive the JCPOA agreement. So, well, what do I make of it? It's a contributing to the shifting of the geopolitical landscape. You know, this is a no small ordinary event, because remember, both countries, Russia and China, are sanctioned by the U.S.
Right.
But also at the same time, both countries, Russia and China, just conducted joint military exercises recently. Russia and China have entered into talks about dumping the US dollar. And Russia and China is going to agree on a unified position at the UN Security Council.
Very significant. That's 40% of the vote.
That is correct. As a matter of fact, there are three main issues that's going to be taking place that Lavrov has discussed with his counterpart, Wang Yi, is the equivalency of foreign minister for China. And the three issues were the Iran nuclear deal, because China and Russia are a signatory partner to that. Then the North Korea, DPRK. And the third issue is Myanmar.
Wow.
Because it's on a border with China. And you can just see where now China and Russia wants sort of together, jointly, wants to move international relations or the global affairs into the direction they want.
And with this agreement, they have the power to do that.
I do believe so, Ross, because given the chaotic foreign policy of the United States, given also the lack of credibility of the United States now, following what happened with the Iran nuclear deal, and also the domestic issues and the economy and the inflation, the amount of money printing here, it's just chaotic into the United States. So the U.S. is not in a position to be dictating to other countries what to do. Mind you that we talked about last time in one of our videos, and we're going to be releasing that video soon, about the United States thinking about sanctioning Germany. I mean, you can just see all this chaos, Russia and China looking at it from the bigger global aspects of it, and wanted to demonstrate to the rest of the world we can be responsible partners in leading global affairs into one direction. And I do believe they could succeed because they have a joint objective. a mutual enemy, which is the United States.
They also have a consistent plan. They're not bouncing back and forth and back and forth. They said, we've locked arms and we're marching this way to accomplish these things.
Exactly, Ross. You think about it from the energy perspective. China has signed a 30-year agreement with Russia to import natural gas. Russia and China also, as I said earlier, they conducted joint military exercises. Usually when you do this, you could change to a degree, not all the time, but some sort of technology, not the sensitive one. Russians, I am sure they won't want to share sensitive information or technology, that is, and same thing for China. But the fact that they are joining together, it tells me something. It is just a partnership. Will it turn into alliance? There is a possibility to that. As I argued
if it serves each country, it will.
I do see that possibility, given now with the tensions rising in Asia regarding Taiwan.
Oh boy.
The last thing Russia and China wants is the United States presence over there. And this is where I see that partnership going. So the trip in itself is very, very significant on a variety of levels, on different levels, because it has political dimension to it, and it has economic dimension to it, and it has a strategic dimension to it.
David, what do you think the significance this is for those who are watching this?
Well, just for our viewers watching this video here, it's just for you to understand the big picture of the geopolitical landscape that is shifting. It is shifting because whether we in the West or the United States like it or not, it's a reality that is happening. And there is nothing we can do about it. And as I always say, you can't be telling others what to do till you get your house in order. Well, our house is chaotic. So till the United States gets its act together domestically, we can't be going out and telling people or countries what to do. But for China and Russia, they are moving forward.
Well, the chaotic policy of the American government is forcing people into alliances against the United States.
Actually, you are absolutely right, Ross. This rapprochement between Russia and China and rapprochement between China and Iran is the cause also of U.S. failed foreign policy, because the U.S. has been pushing too much, too hard, with no direction. This is where the problem is. In other words, America's foreign policy has no strategy, has no direction to it. We just, it's almost, as I use the term, it's a reactionary, because we react to events rather than having a plan and strategy in place to address global affairs and the changes.
Well, as we look at what's going on in the Congress right now, what we see is bickering, back and forth, fault-finding, blaming, and not a policy coming forward that takes care of the American people.
Well, it's because there is no policy in the first place. I mean, policymakers in America just, and I don't shy away from saying that. They're just not thinking for the well-being of the constituents or the citizens for that matter. We've argued this point so many times in our videos, and we intend to keep arguing this point because it is our responsibility for the masses to understand and be well informed about what's taking place. So, just to go back to this China-Russia visit, Russia's visit to China, this friendship or partnership is going to grow, and I would not be surprised if it could turn into alliance. Yes, there are those who said, well, there is bad blood between the two countries. Yes, it is, and I concur to that statement. However, the long-term objective could outweigh those differences.
Well, you might recall the quote of, "The enemy of my enemy
is my friend." Is my friend. That is correct. So.
Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Also, be sure to check out our other videos. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.
And as always, stay informed. Till next time. Bye-bye.